Casualties are afoot.
Over here! Hole in the head! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Commander, throwing energy your way.
They're bound! On initiative! Eliminate the breach!
Standing by to stupefy. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Combat. Mobilizing. Making strides. Still here. Suffered extensive damage, Commander. Hostile in proximity.
Somebody.
Proceeding to attack. Twisted feet.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter!
They've been numbed. Torpification in progress. I'll handle.
Got eyes on some new guns. Recharge!
Capacitor. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Come to, but I'm not ready. Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Fortificator at ready status.
Don't hog on the Adrena town!
I'm the one you need to worry about. Over here! Free hole in the head!
Can't attack what's not there.
How are you still upright over there? Wonder what we'll find in here. Apart from cultists, most likely.
Cowards! You'd never have bested me without subterfuge! Hand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Unfriendly nearby. Resorting to violence. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Ready to take the heat off you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
The insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Capacitor unit away. Charge before it recharges.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
I'll skin your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here!
That certainly painted a picture, dear. Bit illogical, hardly persuasive, but good energy.
There best be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
After years working.
Oh no, it's no, 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 no. No, no, I'm really not. There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now it's. Why didn't I wash them first? No, no, I don't think so. I'll just suffer in here for a while longer. Whoa, why won't it stop burning?
I'm not laughing, I swear.
Why does it burn so bad? There was uranium on my hands. Why didn't I wash them first? Thanks for the preposterously late advice. How about you leave me to endure my pulpy penury in peace? What? No,
one who frees me. Release me now, you traitors! I'm here at the...
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Azza. You are? We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught. But this is important! They've been feeding everyone scurrilous lies as to their true nature. The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection. The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
Ridiculous. The rift's existence is an anomaly, nothing more. Their existence begs for correction.
I see no need to respond to such heresy. You are obviously ill-informed. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price, though maybe with more disemboweling. I could use your help there, and I'm sure my particular talents could be of service to you. If you'd deign to take me on, of course. Nothing that will live to regret, but it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
If you're sure, Commander. But I'd watch myself around this one.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors. I can't believe I'm surrounded by idiots. Not you. They betrayed not just me, but the exalted leader herself. I was sent on her behalf to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonders of the rifts. So, they need to die. Any other questions?
This place used to be a thriving hub of experimental science. I'm afraid to look.
Enemy spotted.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. Not getting in the front door. Always another way in, though. So, You decided the crew needed another cutthroat, did you? I don't mean to criticize the faults in your logic, but you realize Asa is a completely inefficient killer, yes? Well, do admit I've always wanted an understudy. Someone to pass on my vast knowledge of calculated murder and mayhem. But Asa? I'm uncertain she's the right choice to inherit it. However, perhaps you see something I yet haven't, and I should keep looking. I'll need to ponder this further. May the plan favor us against long odds.
.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or, oh, hello. Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing. There's a cultist behind you. Wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds. Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. We soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses. The crazed people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Get on with the killing.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work. I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses.
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
Weapon prime!
Apologies. No target, no attack. Capacitor out.
Calm down. Let's wrap this up. Straight at them. I'm coming for you.
You try to limit. Better sleep with both eyes.
Straight at them.
Hope that wasn't intentional.
Leave at once.
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Enemy in vicinity.
Here.
Mobilizing.
To hasten their demise. Looking at leaving for me closing in. How the police are on. Taking cover.
Capacitor deployed.
Look at the sad little sprat and his corrugated little kid.
I spy my next the hostiles about.
We killed them all! Turn to the void. I'm coming for you!
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. You were able to arrive here unscathed without our N-ray scanner? Well, it may behoove you to retreat and acquire it if you intend to press on. I wish I'd had one. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or labor scientist, you will be killed.
Consider self-preservation a priority. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Thank you, dear.
I cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been pursued. That is over. Please.
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Try to limit further damage, Commander.
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Cultists and interlopers breaching my defenses at once? I should have anticipated this. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. I was warned that you would attempt to. You would use subterfuge to sway me. I cannot allow this. I cannot allow our efforts to be in vain. If De Vries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth. The time for talk ends forever!
Killing traitors is quite fun.
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Seer Wiley isn't very good at this whole Seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out.
Not entirely surprised I had to abandon my cover identity earlier. Knew there was a risk if I took action, but when the attack on the outpost opportunity occurred, I had no choice. I do so hope you'll forgive my thoroughly convincing deception, dear. I'm not so sure Proctor Svoboda was capable of crashing cargo pods into additional Antes installations. Still glad I stopped it. May all
Pretty sure we've killed every traitor in this place. Didn't we? What do you think?
Your wit slays me. Let's go kill the rest of them, shall we?
future of nourishment is here. Apogee chips. Shelf-stable and intestinal.
Got a bad feel about this line, hon.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to hope?
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the world.
Grand Agent! Oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Your resourcefulness never ceases to astound. Before you leave, there's more you should know. While you were conducting your investigation, I was able to piece together the conspirators' main target, the peace talks. Representatives of Auntie's choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. No? How grand! Then we are already in alignment. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations.
The one Wiley designed, right?
Ready to be the
Uses
hole
a
in their
tracking
math?
algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I've got your numeral.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked. Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming.
We'd love to help, but not as much as we prefer to leave. Plan guide you.
Seer Wiley said I wasn't. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
I've no target.
I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Avoid it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wiley's oath spared him? Because Seer already predicted it.
That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most alive.
of Seer Wiley to leave us this fight. Sorry.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you live or die.
Aggressor at hand.
Unless you can expedite hemostasis and proliferate new tissue on your own within a fraction of a second. Proceeding to attack!
This might sting. A lot.
All conflict. Contact established.
Weapon expended.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Anomalous outliers. Recharged for mayhem.
Supposed to shoot the enemy. Those are N-ray junction boxes. That scanner might be useful to see how this place is wired up.
Architect's perspiring brow. If you try to armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this?
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
But what if widespread suffering is already taking place?
Then its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame.
Tell that to the Protectorate.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Found another one.
Threat detected.
Huh?
I knew there'd be hostilities are afoot.
Halloween the gas away.
Recharge before it discharges.
Replenishing mechanism.
I'm conflicted.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan actuates by deliberate means. Let us hope this conflict resolves itself soon.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Ratcheting up. Sharp enough. Hostiles.
Let's swap in crime! Intentional.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. It sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I've enough
Investigating
self-respect
hostile
to
variable.
your body's laivation. Ain't as bad as it is. That don't mean it's good. There's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Eliminate the target!
Supposed to shoot the enemy!
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here. Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries. If millennia.
Are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by
blood spilled today is merely correctional ink. Agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again?
Ah, the Stalwart's agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
Very high probability. Wiley travels here. He lets them over give us the chance to surrender.
What's going on about this puzzle in the research wing upstairs?
Let me guess. That safe won't open until we solve this puzzle. Seems like stacking the deck for a predictable behavior analysis.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Firing solution.
Assuredly marginal.
Lost sight of target. About to verify my trepidation.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Statistical improbabilities are unconcerning.
That wasn't intentional.
Presumably some random element. Potentially.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Way to get the ball rolling.
Look, they obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to control the hostages so we can move on.
Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the court press machine!
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Not that I was concerned, mind you. Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Go pay Wiley his just dividends for all of us.
This must be where they keep the pointless works on existence. The anchorites are eager to waste their short lives debating.
Hostilities are afoot. It wasn't intentional.
You will cease biological functioning.
I'll handle this.
Readying application of force. Anomalous outline.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Moving up to improve accuracy. Your possibility.
Consider self-preservation a priority. Wasn't intentional. Mobilizing.
Your confidence lacks peer review.
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery? Worthless people, that's who. That's who.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint. No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. That's the difference between you and me. I am an intellectual. You are just a brute with a gun. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
It truly doesn't. The commander just gets a little unsettled watching me fillet human beings and is hoping to avoid witnessing such again.
Your companion seems less amenable to a peaceful resolution. However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what? And here I was almost persuaded you had an actual plan. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
I'll handle enemy spotted.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never do me harm. Methodology lacks nuance.
Moving up to improve accuracy. Multi-impact variable.
Balancing the equation.
Anomalous anomalies.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Navigating toward adversary. Narrowing the gap to my target.
This is not in my predictions. Whoever is left, kill this!
Re-engaging. Obviating.
Get it while it's in. Vitals are in the... Replenishing mechanism. Taking cover. Balancing the equation.
Mark my supposition. You will cease biological function.
Replenishing mechanism. Anomalism.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Time to rifle through his files for answers.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
We off to the peace talks then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety? I won't trouble you to provide more details then. But please allow me to thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery from these conspirators. Without your intervention, I fear this could have been a far greater tragedy. Now, at least, we stand some hope of mitigating the divisiveness in Golden Ridge. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery.
Not even cold yet. Show a little respect. Roger always said he wanted to...
Commander, if I know one thing for certain, murdering members of the Order isn't my role within the grand plan. Did you just half apologize for killing my colleagues? Look, let me make myself clear here. If we attack the Order again, I go. Order traitors, fine. The rest, I leave. For good.
Not to worry, I can manage matters from here.
Unless you have authorization, I haven't any time.